The Honda President's Day sales event is here, and we're celebrating all across America with brilliant deals on some of our most popular vehicles. Explore our great nation with the 2017 KBB.com Best Value brand during the Honda President's Day sales event. Visit your Honda dealer today.
This is Q13 News at 10.
Shocking video of a man attacking a bikini barista with a knife.
This guy didn't go for the money, and that's so much scarier.
Creating fear and frustration as a dangerous predator is still on the loose. Plus,
He's reaching! He's reaching!
we'll show you the violent moments that led up to yesterday's police shooting. And snow for Western Washington, and you can expect to see some of it. How much and the best way to get around.
Take it easy, take it slow, watch for other people, don't be in a rush.
But first tonight, a huge police presence in Marysville after a shooting in a parking lot.
Officers are still searching for 2 suspects, but it is important to note and to tell you that police do not think the public is in any danger anymore. This happened at around 7 o'clock tonight in the Village Inn parking lot. Police say a 31-year-old man was shot during a fight. He does have life-threatening injuries. Now, police say the suspects, 2 men, took off in a white SUV. They're still out there on the loose, but again, no threat to the public, according to police. Officers also say the victim was targeted.
Well, tonight we're following a weather alert for all of Western Washington.
Yeah, Walter has been telling us for days, be prepared to drive in the snow at least once this week. And tonight we're really taking a close look at our roads. We're also getting a lot of school delays and closures for tomorrow. So we've got those scrolling right there on the bottom of your screen. Now, much of our area is already wet from today. And then this is the real issue, is those cold, low temperatures. That's going to mean really slick roads for tomorrow morning. You can see Seattle's already 31, down by JBLM, 31 degrees. Up in Arlington, you guys are cold. It's 23. So Walter is here tracking which areas could be hit the worst as we look ahead to snow for tomorrow morning and also evening.
Yeah, but first we want to talk about your safety and what crews are doing right now to make sure that your drive tomorrow is smooth. Tadevik Aprikyan's in Pierce County where the crews are getting ready. Tadevik, it can be slippery out there possibly tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it absolutely will be, David and Marnie. It stopped snowing here a couple hours ago, but the temperature has really dropped. Check out about how much snow came down here in Pierce County. It may not seem like a lot, but it's frozen, and that's the concern tomorrow morning, is that snow has created a lot of moisture on the roads, and as the temperatures drop overnight, it'll create an icy morning commute. Nadine Fleming just started her 12-hour shift.
So there's somebody out on the roads patrolling 24 hours.
She's covering 50 miles of roads all across Pierce County.
It's dark and we've got a lot of things to maneuver around: mailboxes, garbage cans, pedestrians, other traffic.
She drives one of the 28 trucks at Public Works.
Once you get it set up, it's basically just an on and an off switch.
The trucks have a plow on one end and a sander in the back.
Basically, we've just been out patrolling, waiting for the precipitation to stop and the roads to dry enough for us to apply products so that we can get something down before the road freezes.
The snow that hit the South Sound Tuesday made for wet roads, creating the perfect condition for an icy morning commute as temperatures dip into the 20s overnight.
We just use a product called Ice Slicer. It's pretty much all salt.
That ice slicer will treat the most traveled roads first.
All the main roads that lead to a main highway, we will be applying product to those roads, but the back roads and side roads are still going to be possibly icy.
Fleming says keep that in mind for the morning commute. The main roads will be easy to drive, but give yourself extra time maneuvering side streets. If you haven't seen snow in your neighborhood yet, get ready for it. Our meteorologists say these bitter cold conditions with snow mixed in is expected to coat nearly all of Western Washington at some point this week. And crews will be out throughout the evening de-icing those roads here in Pierce County. The good news, though, with these cold temperatures happening this week is that a lot of schools in western Washington are on midwinter break, so traffic is a lot lighter out there. For those of you, though, who are still in school tomorrow, do check ahead. Check our website, Q13Fox.com, for school closures and delays. There are a number of them for tomorrow. We're live tonight in Spanaway. I'm Tadevik Aprikian, Q13 News.
All right, Tadevik, thank you.
Yeah, so let's go right to Walter Kelly. He's looking at all of this for tomorrow and the days ahead.
Yeah, well, we brought up one of those numbers up there north, Arlington, already 23. It's just now, what, a minute after 10 or whatever, you know? So that kind of puts it into perspective. If you're already in the low 20s, we're going to have some teens tonight. And then you asked about the winds, David. Right now, the winds aren't adding too much to the wind chill, but we will get into some more wind chill as we go for the next couple of days. And more snow. We got it all. Let's show you what's going on. And guess what? The mountains are going to get messed up again this weekend. We'll probably have some past closures or delays Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because we're going to get too much snow returning to the mountains. For the next couple days, it's more focused on the lowlands and ice and these low temperatures. I mean, it's just so cold out there. I mean, really, really cold for us. I mean, we'll be setting records again. That'll be the third morning in a row with some records. Okay, so I was saying that we weren't going to get tons of snow, but we would see snow each day, and that's what I want to make sure that you're aware of. For instance, today, Olympia, less than an inch, but some areas around Olympia, 3.5 inches. So that's kind of what I'm talking about here. So when you see the number here of Seattle, 1,500ths, that doesn't seem like much. That's snow on the grass in Seattle. But you get out by Bremerton or someplace with a little more altitude there. Same thing to the east side. You're talking, 3-4 inches. And then we have a converted zone tomorrow, you guys. So we'll be showing you that. But yes, plan on snow each and every day through the weekend, including tomorrow afternoon. I'll show you that timeline and the big weather in a few minutes.
All right, Walter, and more than a dozen districts have started late tomorrow because of the weather. At least one is going to be closed altogether. So as we've mentioned, we're going to be scrolling that list at the bottom of your screen throughout the newscast. You can also look specifically on Q13Fox.com to see if your school and district is impacted by the weather tomorrow. Police in Kent are looking for a man who attacked a barista early this morning, and the terrifying ordeal was caught on camera.
We're showing you that video because it's important the public sees this man and hopefully turns him in before he does this to someone else. Jamie Tompkins shows us how it happened, and she talked with that victim's coworkers tonight.
Hi.
16-ounce iced mocha, please.
16-ounce iced mocha.
It's business as usual tonight at Hottie Shots Espresso in Kent.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
A barista, Alex, is still shaken up over what happened to her coworker early this morning.
I did see the video. Watching it, I almost started crying. That's terrifying. That's absolutely terrifying.
Surveillance cameras inside the coffee stand captured the terrifying moments just after 4 a.m. You can see the barista is making a coffee for a man standing just outside the window. While she's not looking, watch as he climbs through the window. He forces her to the ground and holds her there at knife point. Then he forces her to leave the coffee stand with him. Kent police say he led her to an alley nearby and tried to sexually assault her. He took off when another customer pulled up to the coffee stand and the headlights scared him away.
There's concerns, obviously, that he's going to do it again.
Kent detectives hope someone can identify this man before that happens.
He had a Bluetooth in his ear. He had an earring. He had, a distinct hat that was black with a brown brim. All these details. Somebody's going to know who this guy is.
Alex says she's extra vigilant working the stand alone tonight. She tells me she keeps a can of mace nearby. And even though she just started working in the industry in October, she too has been the victim of a terrifying crime.
The person who came here, they had me at gunpoint and they just wanted the money. So they took the money and they went.
Like anyone, Alex just wants to make a living without having to fear for her life.
Just catch this guy. Seriously. Why do people think they can get away with this kind of stuff? We got his face. He screwed up.
In Kent, Jamie Tompkins, Q13 News.
Oh, yeah. I hope somebody knows who he is. I'm guessing that he has a criminal history. He's got a pattern of doing this. You know, somebody's going to recognize him pretty easily. Some of the women in his life are going to know this kind of behavior.
Well, and what he's capable of doing, I mean, it's likely he knew that a camera was in there as well.
Oh, yeah. Everybody knows that, you know. It's just crazy. So take one more look at the suspect. If you know who he is, this is a sexual predator. Let's leave no doubt about this. This guy's going to strike again, and he's going to escalate. Get him caught. Use the P3 Tips app. I've already gotten some messages from people on Facebook. Use the P3 Tips app. You can send those photos right to detectives. It's anonymous. You can upload them through the app, and you'll get a cash reward of up to $1,000 if those photos and your information identifying him leads to his arrest.
Well, you're about to see the dangerous series of events that led Seattle police to shoot and kill a man yesterday morning. It
started when officers got a report of a car prowler in the Ravenna neighborhood. And what happened next was intense and caught on police dash cams and officers' body cameras. The video starts as police first encounter the man. He runs, and then...
Get back here! Seattle police, stop! Shut the...
Neither the suspect nor the officers were shot at this point. After that, police say the man broke into a home and stole a car at gunpoint. The next time officers catch up to him, you can see him clip a police vehicle, nearly ramming it head-on. Several officers approach the car, guns drawn.
Shut the vehicle off! You can't go nowhere! Suspect trying to pull away. Shut it off! Shut it off!
Then...
He's reaching! He's reaching!
The man appears to be looking for something, and a few seconds later, officers say he got his hands on a gun.
He's reaching!
Officers pulled the man out, and medics tried to save him, but he didn't survive. Seattle police also shared this photo. They say that's the loaded handgun they found on the floor of the stolen car. Well, the man who died has not yet been identified, and the shooting is under investigation.
Well, Seattle doesn't even have a hockey team yet, but the mayor wants to see who's interested in being a season ticket holder, how you can get in on the ground floor before the puck ever drops.
Plus, we're in the middle of a snowy week. Walter's coming back with how much we could see.
And later, a local mom opens up about her addiction to opioids. Jamie Tompkins shows us her road to recovery and how she is determined to help other women find hope.
Turning in the grain again, the bells began to chime. Time, she said.
You can pass down a Subaru Forester, but you get to keep the memories.
Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Get 0% APR financing on all new 2018 Subaru Forester models now through February 28th.
No matter the weather, stay protected all season long with floor liners from WeatherTech. Laser measured to protect the front, back, even up the sides. Order yours today at WeatherTech.com. WeatherTech, the ultimate protection for your vehicle. Proudly made in America.
The athletes of Team USA only have one thing on their minds: winning. With Xfinity, they have the fastest internet and the best in-home Wi-Fi experience. That's a win. They get up to 5 lines of Xfinity Mobile included with their internet. Another win. And with the Stream app, they get live sports and the most free TV shows and movies on the go. That's another win. Altogether, that's a win, win, win. Get started with Xfinity Internet and TV for $40 each a month for 12 months. Now with more speed than ever. Plus, ask about Xfinity Mobile. Click, call, or visit a store today.
Win your share of $50,000 this February at Tulalip. Winners will be drawn every half hour from 4 until 8 p.m. each Wednesday. Find all the details at TulalipCasino.com.
Yeah, actually, hey, Grandma, let me put you on speakerphone, okay?
Carry out large 3-topping pizzas from Domino's for $7.99 each. And with Domino's new carry-out insurance, we'll replace your pizza if it gets ruined after you leave the store. Just bring it back and we'll remake it for free.
Have you ever had car trouble in a place like this?
Yes, and it was like the worst experience of my life. When I get into my car, I want to know it's going to get me from point A to point B.
Well, then I have some good news. Chevy's the only brand to receive J.D. Power Dependability Awards for cars, trucks, and SUVs 2 years in a row.
Get 0% financing for 60 months or $2,250 total cash allowance on this Equinox LT when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Local hockey fans might want to set aside some money over the next few weeks. Today, Seattle Mayor Jenny Durkan announced that fans will soon be able to put down a deposit for NHL season tickets.
This comes just a week after OVG announced it had formally applied for an NHL team and put down a $10 million deposit. In many ways, this season ticket deposit drive could be the final step in the process before the NHL officially awards a franchise to Seattle. If all goes as planned, the new team would start playing at a renovated Key Arena in time for the 2021 season. Fans will be allowed to start putting down deposits for season tickets on NHLSeattle.com starting March 1st at 10 a.m. Standard tickets will come with a $500 deposit for each seat, while club seats are $1,000 each. The deposits are refundable. Today, Mayor Durkan laid out her plan to keep the new arena busy, which begins with the city and the Oakview Group working together to overhaul it.
That agreement is the best path to recruiting and bringing an NHL team to Seattle. And to making sure that the Seattle Storm play at the Seattle Center into the next generation. And yes, to bringing back our Sonics.
And we will learn more details about the NHL season ticket campaign at a news conference next week with CVG CEO Tim Leiweke.
Well, we continue to track incoming snow across western Washington. Dozens of schools have been delayed for tomorrow, something that started this afternoon. It is likely something we're going to see throughout the week. Steve Kiggins has a look at some of those road conditions out there tonight.
WashDOT's plows and salt spreaders got to work early on I-5. The snow fell hard and fast, making visibility an issue for some.
I think I might take the back roads, maybe. I'm not sure.
But Lisa says she knows no matter how careful she is behind the wheel, it's the other drivers she's got to watch out for.
Drive the way you're supposed to in this kind of weather. Take it easy, take it slow, watch for other people, don't be in a rush.
This driver got lucky. She didn't get into a wreck, but her car didn't like all the snow that bunched up on her Subaru's custom grille. Now her ride is out of commission. And while I-5 stayed mostly clear, it's the Thurston County back roads that saw at least a couple of inches of snow by noon.
Packed it in there, lady.
And there was enough snow in Grand Mound for these girls to build a snowman in their front yard.
Last time it snowed was Christmas.
This family says they plan to stay off the roads and play in the snow for the rest of the day, but they do have advice for anyone else who has to brave the conditions.
As long as you're careful,
Yeah.
respect Mother Nature, you're good. He's
When
good.
other people are careful, that's the main thing.
Yeah, all good advice. Walter's here to talk more about the snow, yes, but right now it's really about the cold temperatures and the commute.
Yeah, so no new snow tonight, but I mean, everybody now is just going to feel the cold. I mean, I'm sure you're going to notice in about a month or so when you get your little heat bill there, you'll be like, why was that little spike at the end of February? So that's the story. We're watching that, and then tomorrow afternoon we get back into a little bit of snow again for kind of more of us actually than just Lewis County. So let's show you what's going on for tonight. We'll kind of give you the timeline. Take a look. You can actually see. I say this all the time. The satellite doesn't lie. And usually I'm talking about a Pineapple Express coming our way and giving us days and days of rain. But look at this. The jet stream is coming in from the north now, and watch the cloud mass. So clearing out tonight, sunny tomorrow morning, but this thing drops down rapidly, and that's what happens with these systems from the northwest is they come in with a little more speed. And that means that good news is they don't stick around very long. I mean, like today it was done snowing down in the South Sound by 6. Okay, so here we can see these numbers below freezing, Everett, below freezing, Bellingham, well below freezing in Arlington. Even the beach, one of those normally mild places, at or below freezing. People were asking about the winds. We are going to get back into some winds over the weekend, perhaps 5 miles per hour less than this weekend that we just went through. But on Thursday, that adds to the wind chills. We bring these things back up to 25 miles per hour Thursday afternoon. So Thursday afternoon will be a little bumpy around here, and it'll just make it seem so much colder, too. All right, so let's take a look at the new snow. Now, I was saying this on Facebook Live and all the other social media stuff that I was doing, and then in the 4 and the 5 o'clock and the 9 o'clock newscast, and I was saying that, yeah, we will get snow every single day. through Monday, through this next Monday. So another week of this, but no one big snowstorm. So today, you know, 1 inch to 3 inches. Tomorrow, 1 inch to 3 inches. And tomorrow will kind of move up a little bit closer to the metro. And you can see it right there. So a place tomorrow that sees more snow than anybody would be out there towards that Mason County and then up in towards Whatcom County. And then watch, King County does get snow tomorrow. So I want to show you this. Today we didn't really get any. Here's tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Notice it's out by the beach. It's Clallam area, okay? And then we're dry, but watch in the afternoon, we do start to pick up some snow with a convergence zone. And tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night, we bring some of that convergence zone snow right into downtown Seattle. Now, you know, 1/2 inch, but still, that makes it for slick conditions, and everybody gets worried when we see that. So here's the timeline for tomorrow morning's commute. We are dry tomorrow morning's commute. Then tomorrow evening's commute, we start seeing some snow Seattle northbound. That's different than today. Today it was Seattle southbound. Tomorrow, it's our friends up north that get the snow in the afternoon. All right, you guys? We're looking at less than 3 inches, but still 1 to 3 can mess up the roads.
For sure. All right, Walter. Well, Amazon is changing the way we shop.
And it doesn't matter whether you use the website or not. The impact it's having on your favorite grocery stores, even how medical supplies are being delivered.
Winter weather is officially here, and the Q13 News weather team has you covered. Experts with knowledge built on years of local experience, only on Q13 News.
The new Range Rover Velar. Land Rover, above and beyond.
Hi, I'm Apollo Ono, here to tell you about the Special Olympics Washington Dreamhouse Raffle. Grand prize is this stunning 5,000 square foot home on the shores of Lake Washington. Plus, there are many other prizes, including cars and vacations, making the odds of winning 1 in 20. There are over 14,000 Special Olympics Washington athletes.
Like me, so please do your part to help.
Get your tickets right now for the Special Olympics Washington Dreamhouse Raffle by calling 888-537-7518.
The Honda President's Day sales event is here, and we're celebrating all across America with brilliant deals on some of our most popular vehicles. Explore our great nation with the 2017 KBB.com Best Value brand during the Honda President's Day sales event. Visit your Honda dealer today.
You put aside some cash in a traditional savings account with a rate that sounded great. But then, after a few months, that promotional rate came crashing down. You and your money deserve better. Take about 5 minutes and open a Capital One savings account right here or anywhere. You'll get one of the nation's best rates, not a promotional rate. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Listen up, all you procrastinators, you do-it-laters, until tomorrow waiters. It's the President's Day sales event at your local Ford store. There's never been a better time to get an amazing deal on America's best-selling brand. With 0 for 60 plus 2,500 cash back or 4,500 cash back on Escape or Edge. So don't be a regretter, a should-have-known better, and a no-deal getter. Now through February 28th, choose between 0 for 60 plus 2,500 cash back or 4,500 cash back on top of your trade. Only at your local Ford store.
I get up every morning, fix a cup of coffee, and then sit down to watch Q13 News. The way that Travis and Alex present the news, even if it's bad news, they make it good. They fit into the community. Oh, I love it. I'm Donna from Cedar Woolley, and I'm all local all morning.
As you know, Amazon continues to change the retail landscape globally, and many brick-and-mortar retailers are either filing for bankruptcy or they are merging with other companies just to stay afloat.
This is commonly known as the Amazon effect, and if it hasn't so already, Brian Flores shows us how it will impact you.
The Amazon effect exists, directly or indirectly.
They say they want to be in A to Z in all the products, all the different sectors where they can use their platform to gain a leverage.
And it is in effect even subtly today. Albertsons grocery chain announced they will buy Rite Aid's remaining 2,500 stores, giving the company a stronger presence for customers who shop for groceries and their medicine. Albertsons also recently decided to reposition itself as more digitally and delivery focused to compete with Amazon.
One of the things about grocery stores is they've never been very profitable to begin with. The margins are very thin.
Which is why Professor Kotha at the University of Washington says Albertsons getting more into the pharmacy game makes it more profitable.
The aging population on one side, they're reducing the grocery consumption. On the other side, as we age, we need more drugs. We need help, medical help.
The other grocery chain announcement reports Winn-Dixie grocery stores located in the southeast U.S. and Tops Friendly Markets, mainly located in New York, Pennsylvania, and Vermont, are thinking about filing for bankruptcy, both as an indirect result of Amazon. Because when Amazon got into the grocery business, experts say it forced some grocery stores to revamp or consolidate their operations, and that cost these stores foot traffic.
So you lose traffic overall, then you lose traffic on the high end. All of a sudden, your business model becomes difficult to sustain.
And now Amazon may want to get into the medical supply business. Bloomberg reports Amazon is focused on supplying the ever-growing number of outpatient clinics, threatening big drug distributors like McKesson and Cardinal Health.
Here's Amazon coming in and saying, you know, we could provide better service. We can also provide you better pricing than what you already have.
And there lies the challenge for many dealing with the Amazon effect.
Well, Professor Kotha says the key factors for retailers moving forward are what can they offer that Amazon can't, and retailers and businesses need to seriously look at reducing store sizes and the number of locations.
Yeah, everybody's having to change and adjust. Well, a mother of two shares her journey coming up from doctors to dealers and her descent into opioid addiction.
This is the first time I've driven through here since I got clean.
We're going to take you on her journey as she fought to get clean and what she's doing now to help other women do the same.
Plus, see how Doug Baldwin getting political. Today, he spoke in front of the state legislature. We break down the initiative that he's personally backing.
Q13 weather is brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. When it comes to batteries, they don't just stop at cars. Les Schwab has batteries for just about everything you drive. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing matters.
When did the word value lose its meaning? When did people start to not only expect less, but to accept less? At Kia, we're bringing meaning back to value with America's best value. Value with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Value with no payments for 3 months. Value from the brand ranked highest in initial quality with the Sorento and Optima made right here in America. All of which makes Kia not just a great value, but America's best value. And right now we're celebrating by offering 3 months no payments with 0% financing for 75 months.
Did you know pain is caused by aggravated nerves? Now there's the Aspercreme with lidocaine patch. It quickly desensitizes aggravated nerves to block pain for maximum strength relief with no odor or irritation. Aspercreme with lidocaine patch. Relieve the nerves, stop the pain.
Want lotion for skin that glows?
Skin that glows? My skin gets so dry and itchy, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keefe's Skin Repair. 48-hour moisture in one use and guaranteed relief for dry, itchy skin. Thanks to O'Keefe's, I got my skin back.
It comes to home comfort. Don't settle for less. Trust your home to only the best. Greenwood Heating and Air. For a limited time, get an outstanding deal on a super efficient natural gas furnace and save $500. Since 1921, Washington's oldest and most trusted heating and cooling dealer. Greenwood Heating and Air.
Mercedes-Benz 4MATIC all-wheel drive system makes the most of available traction by optimally engaging all 4 wheels. It's the difference between coping with the elements and making the elements beg for mercy. 4MATIC all-wheel drive is available on more vehicles than ever before. Lease the C300 4MATIC Sports Sedan for $439 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
It's time for the Ultimate Sleep Number event on the only bed that adjusts on both sides to your ideal comfort. Your sleep number setting. And snoring? Does your bed do that? Don't miss the final days of the Ultimate Sleep Number event. Save 50% on the Ultimate Limited Edition bed with adjustable comfort on both sides. And Sunday. Visit sleepnumber.com for a store near you.
Papa Murphy's presents Fresh
Fresh means scratch-made dough, just chopped veggies and cheese grated by us daily. Fresh means serving it hot from your own oven.
Yeah.
Home bake our most popular pizza, a large cowboy, just $12. Papa Murphy's.
Driven to innovate, to excite, to never settle, to be the best you can be. It's in the DNA of every Olympic and Paralympic athlete and in every Toyota. Like the Go Anywhere Tacoma and full-size Tundra. We are Toyota, and we are driven to be the best. Now through February 28th, lease this 2018 Tacoma for $299 a month, or get up to $1,250 cash back on a 2018 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places.
Well, you have heard the saying before, addiction does not discriminate, but would you recognize the faces of addiction?
The woman you're about to meet certainly defies the stereotype, and in the hopes of helping others, she's sharing her personal struggles through opioid addiction and recovery with our Jamie Tompkins.
Yeah, guys, her name is Melissa McGee. She is a mother, a daughter, a sister, and a friend, and she is also a recovering addict. Now, it is not a label that she wears lightly, but it is through her recovery she found her way back to her most precious title of all, being a mom.
It just makes me so sad to, drive these roads and go down memory lane.
Sometimes the best way to measure how far you've come is to go back to where you began.
Starting to come back, and it's not sitting very well.
For Melissa McGee, it started here in the Snohomish County home she shared with her husband and 2 young children.
This is my old neighborhood. We live at the end of the cul-de-sac. This is the first time I've driven through here since I got clean.
In 2011, after 4 miscarriages, a specialist diagnosed her with a painful and chronic gynecological condition. That's when she received her first prescription for hydrocodone.
This is where it began. The addiction, the loneliness, telling my kids, turning on the TV, Mommy's gonna take a nap, Mommy's gonna shower, I'll be out in a minute, 2 hours later. What kind of a mother?
By her first refill, Melissa was hooked.
After becoming addicted, I would have to take pills in order to function. To be a mother, I would have to take pills.
She quickly learned how to work the system.
I would go from doctor to doctor to doctor. And these doctors, you show up at your appointment with your makeup done and your hair done, and you look like you have your life together, when in reality you don't. And I know some of them have to know.
But in 2013, Melissa had a hysterectomy. The prescription stopped.
Even though the prescription stopped, my addiction didn't.
In order to feed her addiction.
This is the first place I would come.
Friends of friends connected her with the dealers, and they'd meet here at this grocery store parking lot.
And I would sit. Sometimes I would have to wait 5 minutes, sometimes I would wait an hour.
Eventually, Melissa's husband caught on. He confronted her about the constant errands, the money missing from their accounts. He gave her an ultimatum: stay and get help, or get out. Melissa stayed with friends and family members, still meeting dealers on the regular, until one day.
And I was meeting someone, and it was more than one.
And that did not go well.
No, I didn't.
Melissa wound up in the hospital, where she met a social worker, and that's when doors started to open. First, at the Everett Gospel Mission.
It brings me back to the beginning of my recovery. This is where it started. This bed, this blanket.
Her next stop, this treatment center.
They actually have a group for moms here. You're in a room with people that have been through the same things, have the same experiences.
But Melissa's most difficult test came 60 days into recovery, when she says a pit bull attacked her at a barbecue, clamping down on her throat.
I almost died that day.
40 stitches to her neck and chin, but she refused any kind of pain medication.
I mean, it's not considered a relapse if it's a prescription, but no.
No amount of physical pain could come close to the heartache of being separated from her kids. She spent the next year fighting to get them back.
Nail test, a hair follicle test, to a toenail test that goes back 12 months.
Today, her sobriety is not measured in milligrams, but by moments like this. Being reunited with her little boy.
Are you crying? It was like seeing them for the first time all over again. It was, you know, being introduced to me because they only know who I was. They didn't know who I became.
Now she volunteers her time helping other moms battling addiction.
So I wouldn't be who I was today if I wasn't that person in that house. And that's the truth.
Sometimes you really do have to go back.
I know that there are other mothers out there struggling with addiction.
To accept the things that you can't change, have the courage to change what you can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
I want to make sure that all the women in these houses know that they have hope. Like, this doesn't have to be it. This is the beginning, you know?
Melissa is proud to share that she will celebrate 3 years clean and sober in March. She just got a promotion at work, and she has created a beautiful home with her boyfriend and her 2 children, ironically just a few blocks from that house in the cul-de-sac.
She's been through a lot. It's brave of her to share her story with so many people in hopes of helping others. If somebody out there is struggling, Jamie, and they need help, where do they turn?
So she encourages people to reach out to Hope Soldiers. It's an organization, a nonprofit locally that helps people who are battling addiction, and their goal is to bring people hope and realize that there is hope in sight, hope in recovery. And so she encourages people to reach out to them. She also loves Everett Gospel Mission because they gave her a place to stay, a place to rest her head while she was going through recovery and not have to worry about her safety as well. And the whole point of doing this story is just for people to realize, you know, the face of addiction, it can be anyone. It's our friends, it's our neighbors, it's people like you and me, it's people like Melissa, but there's hope.
I admire her. I mean, to talk about something this personal with hundreds of thousands of people paying attention to it. I mean, that is a brave statement, and it just shows you that there is always redemption. There is always a life at the end of addiction, that you can turn it around and be good for your family and for yourself.
Yeah, and that's why she wanted to do it, because, you know, so many times when you think about addiction, there's this stereotype that people think about, you know, and it's just like us, right? Melissa is just like all of us.
All right. Thank you, Jamie.
All right, well, all of us are dealing with snow in the Pacific Northwest, that's for sure. We saw it in the South Sound today and also in Portland. As much as 6 inches expected to fall in the metro area, closing the city's public schools. And we're waiting for more snow in western Washington. But ice will be the big problem, at least initially, for tomorrow morning.
That map looks a lot different than what we're used to, Walter.
Yeah, I know. So we see white instead of green, you know, and we spent most of our last month or so showing some thunderstorms and all that kind of stuff. But no, it's now down to the snow. The snow that was around Lewis County today has exited. It's moved to the south. It's in Portland. But we've got stuff coming from the north again. So tomorrow afternoon, Seattle is going to get some snow. Not significant, but, you know, we're talking less than an inch for Seattle. But everybody else, you know, 2-3 inches. And if you're in higher locations, you could even see more. But tonight it's just going to clear out and be icy cold. I mean, temperatures way below freezing tonight. You can see we're already in the 20s in Olympia. We're going to be in the 20s for everybody, and there will be a few teens. Bremerton will get down to about 19 tonight, and you put a little wind chill on top of that, and it feels like it's more like 10 or 11 degrees. Okay, so tomorrow through 2 p.m., Seattle, Tacoma, Olympia stay dry, but watch what happens after 2 p.m. Here's 6 p.m., Seattle seeing a little snow up towards Whidbey, up towards Bellingham, and then as we go into about 8 or 9 o'clock, we start to dry out again. So what that means, you guys, is snow every day through the weekend. How much? We'll tell you more coming up in the big weather.
All right. Thank you, Walter. And you can get the forecast anytime on our website as well. We have an interactive radar to pinpoint where the snow is headed, how cold those temperatures will get. Just go to Q13fox.com/weather. Now, besides raising awareness at football games, tonight Seattle Seahawks Doug Baldwin spoke to state lawmakers about racial inequalities when it comes to experiences with police.
Well, specifically, he told the legislature he supports Initiative 940. Now, that would provide de-escalation training for law enforcement officers across the state. As Nadia Romero reports, Baldwin was not alone.
The iconic buildings here at the Washington State Capitol provide a much different arena than Seahawks player Doug Baldwin is used to. He says despite his job on the field, he's just a concerned community member like anyone else.
I also know that the hardest work is oftentimes the most important work.
In a black blazer instead of a Seahawks jersey, Doug Baldwin spoke before Washington lawmakers supporting Initiative 940. That initiative includes a number of resources and mandates for officers, including de-escalation training.
Law enforcement need the resources and the tools to engage and interact with the community on the level that they need to.
Supporting Baldwin are the initiative sponsors, dozens of Washington families who have had a loved one killed by police.
Maybe the police will start to think a little bit more before they just go ahead and use deadly force.
That's the hope for Katrina Johnson. Her cousin, Charlena Lyles, was killed by 2 Seattle police officers this past summer. One of those officers was just suspended for 2 days without pay for not having his taser with him during the incident.
If you can take a life and you get a 2-day suspension, there's a problem. Had I-940 been law, Charlena Lyles would be alive today.
De-escalation training, how to deal with people with mental health and developmental disabilities, and a mandate that law enforcement provide first aid. But not everyone here supports the plan.
Our concerns do not focus only on the issue of deadly force. We believe there are other areas of real concern.
Representing 8,000 members of the Washington Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs, Steve Strand says the initiative misses the mark.
If our focus is on reducing violent interactions involving police, we don't believe that I-940 is the best way to accomplish that goal.
But Strand did not present an alternative to I-94. And while Baldwin believes the initiative isn't perfect, it's something he supports to enact change.
You have a community and a law enforcement group that are working collectively together to reach the same common goals.
So 3 things could happen next. First, lawmakers could approve the initiative as is, or they could reject it completely. The last option, provide an amendment to the initiative, and then the amended and the original both show up on the ballot for voters. Reporting from Olympia, Nadia Romero, Q13 News.
Seattle's mayor is trying to get your attention as she talks the future of the city of Seattle.
And frankly, the best damn city anywhere.
Where Seattle stands when it comes to the new arena, an NHL team, and the growing homelessness problem.
Washington's lottery. Just imagine what you'd do if you won. Play today.
When your home gets a cold, the cure is an energy-efficient fireplace from Sutter Home & Hearth. During our winter sale, save up to $600 on select installed fireplaces. Sutter Home & Hearth, your home's #1 cold remedy.
Come on, Slowpoke. Guys, watch out. When did this get here? It's so deep. Whoa. Is that your sister? Yeah.
That feeling, only better. The confidence of 4Motion all-wheel drive, available in 4 fun-to-drive Volkswagen vehicles.
Hurry in this President's Day and lease a new 2018 Volkswagen Tiguan S 4Motion for just $219 a month.
I called Bathfitter because my parents needed help with their bathroom remodel. They're getting older and they needed to get in and out of their tub easier. Bathfitter offers a tub-to-shower conversion. They love their new Bathfitter shower. They are just amazed at how easy it went in and how easy it is to use, and the lifetime warranty just gives them peace of mind.
Start your year with safety in mind. Bathfitter Northwest has 50% off safety accessories for your tub or shower. BathfitterNW.com or call 888-NEW-BATH.
Have you ever had car trouble in a place like this?
Yes, and it was like the worst experience of my life. When I get into my car, I want to know it's going to get me from point A to point B.
Well, then I have some good news. Chevy's the only brand to receive J.D. Power Dependability Awards for cars, trucks, and SUVs 2 years in a row.
Get 0% financing for 60 months or $2,250 total cash allowance on this Equinox LT when you finance with GM Financial. See your Northwest Chevy dealer.
Swing.
Suini.
Delta Dental knows every smile has the power to tell a story.
Suini o会いできてとても嬉しく思います。
Like, welcome to the family. As the nation's leading dental benefits provider, we make it easy to protect your smile and keep it healthy.
It's time for the Hyundai President's Day sales event, featuring the best deals of 2018 on the full Hyundai lineup of cars and all-wheel drive SUVs, like a $235 a month lease on the 2018 Santa Fe Sport. And with Hyundai, you save now and later, because every Hyundai comes backed by America's best warranty. The Hyundai President's Day sales event. It just might make February the best time of the year. Get 0% APR for 60 months on the Santa Fe Sport during the President's Day sales event, extended through February, at your Western Washington Hyundai dealer.
When your home gets a cold, the cure is a Valor gas fireplace from Sutter Home and Hearth. During our winter sale, save up to $400 on installed Valor fireplaces. Sutter Home and Hearth, your home's #1 cold remedy.
So we are in self-driving mode right now.
Some people believe self-driving cars are the transportation of the future.
Be on the edge of innovation.
And that they'll radically change the way we travel and help alleviate the growing gridlock problems our communities are facing.
The ride was smooth.
Matt Lorge takes us to Arizona to get a first-hand look at these vehicles Thursday night on Q13 News.
Well, today, Jenny Durkin delivered her first State of the City address.
She talked about some new policy plans, but no price tags yet for taxpayers. John Humbert reports on the city's plan and also what happens next.
Aspiration, but also honesty from Seattle Mayor Jenny Durkin.
We are in an unprecedented and for many painful period of change and growth.
She shared her assessment and vision for the city at Rainier Beach High School. A large focus for her, cheaper housing and the economic inequality and despair that's hit our streets.
People experiencing homelessness are us, moms and dads, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters. I have focused on this crisis since my first days in office, and I will continue to focus on it for the rest of my term.
Durkin wants to speed up the permitting process to get housing underway sooner. She wants more transitional and short-term housing like tiny homes and backyard cottages, creating density. Another goal is a bold program. 15,000 free Orca bus passes for high school students.
We're doing this so students can worry more about their grades and less about how they get places, so that working moms and dads can save a little money each month.
Cost for the cards, though, is up in the air. The district and city have a smaller program for around $1 million for just a few thousand students, not the full 15. So it's unclear where the money would come from, which is a sobering problem. Durkin said the strong economy is no guarantee, and deficits are coming.
Our significant economic growth has allowed us to increase our spending in recent years. But these boom times won't last forever, and our current spending isn't sustainable.
She expects budgets to be cut, the challenge of a city still on the rise when so many still face tough times. John Humbert, Q13 News.
City council members have not been briefed yet on the new proposals, but a couple of them have pushed for the free student Orca cards in the past. And one man who knows the city of Seattle very well is retired city homicide detective Cloyd Steiger.
He served the department for 36 years, 22 of them in homicide, investigating some of the most well-known murder cases in the city's history. And now he's written a book about his time on the force. It's a true crime memoir, complete with his memories of high-profile Seattle cases. Steiger will join Brandy Cruz to talk about the book tomorrow on Q13 News this morning during our 9 a.m. hour. I've worked a couple of cases with Cloyd, and I'm telling you, there's nobody that tells a better story than he does. And he's got some real doozies, and he works humor in with them as well. Right. I think you have to work a little bit of humor when you see so much horrible stuff. So
for sure. I look forward to seeing
that. I look forward to that and reading his book, too.
All right, let's bring in Walter, talk more about our forecast. Everybody's talking about the cold. I mean, we keep waking up thinking, where is it that we live? We're just not used to this.
That's the real story is, I mean, you know, we rarely get below freezing. We rarely see snow, and it's just like that's just been the case here. Started last Thursday. Remember we had snow last Thursday. We were chasing around. Sunday we had wind and snow, and mountain passes were closed. And then today we had our Lewis County snow. And so we're going to kind of go with that over the next 4 or 5 days.
Okay.
So let's show you what's coming up. Tomorrow, Seattle gets a chance to see some. It'll be later in the evening. It'll be right around dark, but it's all because of this system right here. You can see it dropping in down the coast of BC, which means that it's pretty dry, but it also means that we're going to see a little bit more, how do I say it, more widespread, more people see snow tomorrow, but less in terms of inches, if that makes sense. So, you know, most of us will be less than an inch of snow. Okay, so here we go. 33 right now at Whitby, 23 Arlington, 32 Seattle. Those numbers are just not what we like, okay? Let's go into tomorrow morning's commute. You can see we're dry. And then tomorrow about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Bellingham, the San Juans, Port Angeles, you start seeing some snow kind of early afternoon, all right? And then around 5 o'clock, Seattle gets a little snow. Here's 5, 6 o'clock. You can see Everett's got some snow south into Whitby, Paulsbo, and then getting down to Bremerton right in that kind of evening rush hour. But notice, at this point, Olympia doesn't have any of the snow. So that's what's so interesting, because today it was kind of down in the south. Tomorrow it'll be kind of up north. But then late in the evening, it drops down past Seattle and then goes into places like Olympia and down towards Chehalis. And then we clear out again tomorrow night, which drops us back into the 20s. And then Thursday will be pretty sunny throughout the day. So the whole story is that. I mean, we you know, each day we get a little snow. This picture shows it very well there. We see it kind of afternoon dropping down into Oregon again. They're going to pick up a couple more inches for Portland. And then Thursday, it's mainly confined to the mountains. So we'll have a little bit more sun on Thursday. But yeah, that's the story, you guys. Tomorrow, start out dry, but later in the day, we all see a little bit more snow, all right?
Thank you, Walter. Well, all month long, we have been encouraging you to make choices that are good for your heart. We call it the Q13 Heart Challenge, and it is not too late to join this. Add a healthy habit or drop an unhealthy habit and share it with us, what you're doing on social media using the hashtag Q13 Heart Challenge. And I wanted to celebrate some people who are doing the Heart Challenge. So first, this is Cindy Scott, and I love it because it looks like she's got a halo above her just shining down on her exercise. She's been tweeting all month long on Twitter and Facebook. This was after a 5-mile run. She's been walking, she's been running. So Cindy, thank you for being part of this and for keeping up the good work. It encourages others. This is a big old gym that our viewer Tracy had all to herself, and so she got in a great heart-healthy workout. Tracy has been doing the Heart Challenge for a few years with us, and so I love to be able to share her progress, and that's a lot of weight there, so I hope she was able to lift it. And then I've been talking a lot about what David Rose has been doing, and he has cut out carbs and sugars for more than a month, and he's down more than 15 pounds, and so this is his chart. He's on the ketogenic diet. And so, David, walk us through what exactly we're looking at here, what you've been doing.
Well, I got one of these scales that runs like a kind of a current through your body. It tells you your body mass index, those kinds of things. And every morning I get up and I weigh on it, and it's kind of interesting because it sort of goes up and down with the water. But I'm kind of tracking, trying to do 2 or 3 pounds a week. I'm honestly just trying to get down to where I was when I got married last year, when I got into my wedding suit. But also, I wanted to get rid of the visceral fat, which is the fat that's going to kill you long term on the inside. And the way to do that is you just gotta get down, get your proteins up, your good fats up, and you just gotta cut out everything like bread, anything that's sugar, cookies, all that kind of stuff. But then you get to have great things like a pork loin tenderloin or a steak and green beans. I mean, you really get to eat some great food. You're not, I'm not starving running around. Yeah, but then you have to get you also have to get your heart rate up and your body up, so you're burning more calories.
Yeah, no, you've been doing a great job, so I wanted to applaud that and share people with some of your progress. Yeah. And when we're talking about weight, I wanted to share also tonight's heart health fact, because according to the American Heart Association, when you are at a healthy weight, David talked about it, your body more efficiently circulates your blood, your fluid levels are more easily managed, you are less likely to develop diabetes, heart disease, certain cancers, and you're likely to have more energy to make other positive health changes. You'll sleep better. If you snore, you won't snore as much if
My
you
sleep
lose weight.
apnea went away a couple of weeks ago.
There you go. So lots of benefits to getting heart healthy. Join us for the challenge, hashtag Q13 Heart Challenge. Baseball is back.
Yeah, we're going to head down to Arizona and look at how the Mariners are getting ready for their first spring training game.
Titusville Toyota, your #1 dealer in Tacoma.
Hi, I'm Apollo Ono, here to tell you about the Special Olympics Washington Dreamhouse Raffle. Grand prize is this stunning 5,000 square foot home on the shores of Lake Washington. Plus, there are many other prizes, including cars and vacations, making the odds of winning 1 in 20. There are over 14,000 Special Olympics Washington athletes.
Like me, so please do your part to help.
Get your tickets right now for the Special Olympics Washington Dream House raffle by calling 888-537-7518.
This President's Day, salute the savings with the best deals of the year at your local Honda dealer. Step into innovation with the CR-V. Hop into the all-new redesigned Accord or cross over to adventure with the spacious HR-V. Now just $189 a month. You have the freedom to choose. And as a military appreciation offer, active and retired military get $500 towards a new Honda. Going on now at the Honda President's Day sale. See your Western Washington Honda dealer.
When your skin is feeling dry and crinkly, time for Gold Bond Healing Lotion. Penetrates 10 surface layers deep with 7 moisturizers, 3 vitamins. Skin is nourished, healed, healthy looking. Gold Bond Healing. Ultimate lotion, ultimate skin.
Want lotion for skin that glows?
Skin that glows? My skin gets so dry and itchy, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keefe Skin Repair. 48-hour moisture in one use and guaranteed relief for dry, itchy skin. Thanks to O'Keefe's, I got my skin back.
Audi Presense can help prepare for, and in some cases help prevent collisions faster than, well, you. Progress is amplifying your instincts. Audi Presense, found in the Audi A4. Get an exceptional offer at your local Audi dealer.
Another year. Still struggling with that fat that just won't go away with diet and exercise? Now you can lose that stubborn fat at Sonobello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist. In a single customized procedure, Sonobello gently removes fat in just 1 day and shapes your body for life-changing results.
I just never thought that I would get there. And look at me now.
It's a new year. It's time for a new you. With over 100 board-certified plastic surgeons across more than 40 locations nationwide, this is your year to get your best body. Call 800-841-9509 to schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. For a limited time, take advantage of the incredible New Year, New You special. Book before February 28th and get 1 area free. That's your love handles, thighs, even your chin, absolutely free. Call for your free, no-obligation consultation today and find out how to get 1 area free. This is a limited time offer. Call 800-841-9509 now.
Driven to innovate, to excite, to never settle, to be the best you can be. It's in the DNA of every Olympic and Paralympic athlete, and in every Toyota. Like the new 2018 RAV4, built to take you anywhere. We are Toyota, and we are driven to be the best. Get $1,000 cash back on a new RAV4, or lease an all-wheel drive LE for $209 a month. Now through February 28th. Toyota, let's go places.
Property tax relief is almost definitely, probably coming to Washington residents.
Hopefully. No, it is. The question now is how much and when, right? I mean, it's nothing to laugh about because everybody wants it. So far, lawmakers from both parties seem to be on the same page. After passing property tax increases to fund education last year, now they want to offer property tax relief. But Democrats who hold the majority are driving policy right now, and they have some different ideas about how to do this. The Senate plan offers a one-time property tax cut next year. It would save the average homeowner $150. The House plan would offer about the same cut in 2019, but then keep it going for an additional year. To do that, the House plan suggests taxing capital gains. So if you sell your house or stocks and make more than $25,000 in profit, you could be taxed 7%. Based on tax filings, House leaders say the capital gains tax would only affect about 48,000 people in our state. Possibly the biggest difference in the plans is the way they deal with teacher salaries. The House plan would ignore a court order to give teacher raises this year. The Washington Education Association says doing this will send talented teachers elsewhere for higher salaries. Now, the House and the Senate plan to pass their plans by Friday.
This should give taxpayers a clearer savings picture by the end of the week. Walter.
Yeah, well, it's dry now. Super cold tonight, but look, satellite pictures tracking the next round of snow for tomorrow. We'll tell you about in a few minutes.
Plus, a horrifying attack on a local bikini barista. Tonight, her coworkers are speaking out, and they're hoping you can catch her attacker after seeing this video.
And newly released video shows the moments before Seattle police make a life and death decision. We're back in just 60 seconds.
Better time to get an amazing deal on America's best-selling brand with 0 for 60 plus 2,500 cash back or 4,500 cash back on Escape or Edge. So don't be a regretter, a should-have-known better, and a no-deal getter. Now through February 28th, choose between 0 for 60 plus 2,500 cash back or 40.
No.
When you carry out, some things are out of your control. But with Domino's new carry-out insurance, we'll replace your pizza if it gets ruined after you leave the store. Carry out large